Hey y'all, welcome to the podcast. I'm Dana,
I'm Dad.
and this is Dad and Dana Unfiltered. What?
Nothing.
Oh, you were
I just
supposed
looked.
to.
I was supposed to say something,
Oh,
but that's me. I'm supposed to say something. I don't have no problem talking. I just didn't know what to say at the moment. But yes, Dana and Dad Unfiltered, or Dad and Dana Unfiltered.
yeah, it's Dad.
Dad and Dana. Yeah.
Not.
Also known as Clay. That's me. But we're gonna sit here and we're gonna talk a little bit about different things. Today, being our first podcast, we figured we would introduce ourselves and give you a little background on us so you'll know who's talking and why we talking like we do. All right, Dana, you want to go ahead and give them a little background on you?
I guess. I'm Dana. I am a roll carrier at the post office, and that's it. I don't have anything else.
A
I'm
little
not.
background on Dana. She was born in '91, so you know how old she is from there. And I was born in '59, so that tells you a little bit about me. But I was a police officer for years and years, about a total of 27 years. And then, you know, after I retired from law enforcement, I became a contractor. I did ceramic tile at first, and now I do a little bit of everything.
I worked all over the place. I was a hairstylist for 10 years, and then I worked at the bank, a few different banks, and now I'm at the post office.
Yeah. Well, we're from South Carolina, small town over here in SC, and we like the small town life. That's all we've ever known. Of course, we've been to the big cities, and that's why we still like the small town.
Yeah,
We'd rather be out here.
I lived in Charlotte for like 10 years. So.
Yep. But yeah, I grew up on a small farm. Kind of wasn't really a farm per se, but we had the hogs and the chickens
You
and the
had cows.
cows.
You had to milk a cow every day.
Yeah, I had
I
to milk
don't
a
milk
cow.
cows.
I had
If
to
you had
milk
a cow, I'd tell you to get rid of it.
my yeah, we had chores that we did. I got two older brothers, and we milked cows, we fed hogs, we fed chickens every morning and every night. There was no break. When you had a cow to milk, you had a cow to milk every day. You didn't miss a day.
Grass
You
puppies.
couldn't. Hmm?
They're grass puppies. They're grass puppies. That's what they are.
I've never heard of that.
You have never heard somebody call them a grass puppy?
A cow, a grass?
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
puppy.
no.
It's a big dog that eats grass and hay. That's
Ain't
it.
none of them big dogs. We used to run from
They're
cows.
they're. Have you seen the cows recently? I have cows all over my route, and I call them grass puppies. They look at me, and
cow.
it's a grass puppy, just like a raccoon is a trash panda.
Now I've heard that before about the raccoons, but if we got so many darn raccoons now, it ain't no telling where they are. There could be some living out here under the shed. It ain't no telling.
No, there's an armadillo around there. Caleb Caleb said Ash and Phoenix saw a armadillo running around the fence and they were
On
barking
the
at
other
it.
side?
I don't know what side.
Had to be the other side. I don't think they're getting the backyard. They get in the backyard. Paisley killed one several years ago.
Yeah, but that's
She bit
Paisley.
through the shell.
That's Paisley.
Yeah.
Paisley's mean.
Paisley's a dog. Ash is a dog. Phoenix is a dog. We got plenty of dogs running around.
There's a cat around here somewhere too.
Yeah. And there's a cat in my house too, so yeah, it ain't no telling.
Meow meow.
But yep. We like I said, I grew up in Batesburg, Leesville, and graduated from high school. Typical thing, you know how folks do. You go to school, you graduate, and at the time, I didn't want to go to college. My daddy told me, he said, "Boy, if you want to go to college, I'll send you to college." I said, "No, Daddy, I'm gonna go to work." And I think about that from time to time, and I said, I could have gone to college, got a degree, and then I wouldn't have had to work my butt off like I did all these years. But then I look at these other folks, and I wouldn't have had near the experiences I had over time in law enforcement and other little odd jobs I worked as a young fella.
I don't have a college degree.
No,
I went to school for like 2 years, and then I didn't like it. And then I went to cosmetology school, and I didn't go. I didn't do anything with anything. I did hair after I went to cosmetology school. I don't have a degree right now.
I don't either.
I don't want one.
I went to school
What's the
at
point?
night.
Now a lot of, depending on the job that you want, will determine if you have to have a degree or work experience. A lot of people want work experience over a degree.
Well, for the longest time, they were pushing college on everybody because they said, oh, you can't get a decent job. Now, when I came along, you could get a decent job, if you could make a decent wage, raise a family, buy your house, everything, without going to college. And then, all of a sudden, there for a while, you had to go to college or you couldn't get a decent job to pay decent money. And then, now, like it is, the trades are really in high demand. Electricians, plumbers, carpenters, those things, used to be there was a dime a dozen because, people would do that when they didn't have an education or whatever because they couldn't go to college or whatever. So, but now it's a high demand. Before long, your plumbers and your electricians, they're going to be able to name their price on whatever they want to do because there's not that many of them and there's a high demand for all of them. So, times are different.
Well, duh.
But yeah, well, just like a dollar. I can remember when I was a young boy, you could take a quarter, go to the store, and you could get a bag of candy. That'd be a big old bag of candy. I mean, loaded up.
A bag of candy?
For a quarter. Yeah. Well, I'm talking about when I was younger.
Like candy's like $4 now.
Yeah. But I'm talking about
a small bag of M&Ms is like $3 and some change.
Yeah, but back when I was coming along, they had this just like bubble gum. You got 2 pieces for 1 penny. So you could get
penny?
10, yeah. You could get 10 pieces for a nickel.
That's like YouTube. I don't know where I got YouTube from. Gas.
Oh, yeah. I saw gas at 29 cents a gallon. I can remember getting gas for a little old gas can, go get a quarter's worth of gas to put in the lawnmower to go cut somebody's grass with old pushmower. Yeah, we would do that. It's crazy. But yeah, I can remember the first time I saw $100 bill. That was a big deal because I said, God, $100 bill at the time would have been like a check. Just anybody couldn't make change for a $100 bill. And I worked at a gas station when I was like 14, 15 years old. Every once in a while, the owner would have me open up on Saturdays for him. So I had a key and I'd have the cash box and I'd open up with about $15. We had, quarters and nickels and dimes and pennies and all that in the thing. And then it was $1 bill and maybe a 1.5 that we put in the cash register. That's how much we opened the store with. And people would come up and buy $5 worth of gas and you ring it up, put it in the cash. Of course, you had to pump the gas. And when you pump the gas, you automatically wash the windshield for the people and you check the oil.
Jesus.
That's just the way it was. And I worked for...
How much did $5 in gas get you? Like $5 get you a full tank?
Back in the day, you could fill up on $5.
I wish.
And of course,
$50.
The cars didn't get the gas mileage back then that we get now on these little old tiny 4-cylinders and all this fuel injection and everything. Well, they get good gas mileage. Back in the day, you didn't get that kind of gas mileage because everything had 300 horsepower, 400 horsepower, 500 horsepower. had lots of horsepower to the darn engines, and they was built to run. And that's just the way it was.
American muscle cars.
Yeah, you buy a muscle car off the lot. I mean, and it was made like that.
You can't do that now.
No. Of course, you can still get the Mustangs. And if you got enough money, you can get, these foreign cars that fly.
You can get, well, yeah. I have a foreign car, but it's not a sports car.
Well, you got one of them German-made things.
It gets good gas mileage. I get 40 miles to the gallon. But it costs $50 to fill it up right now because of gas prices.
Well, and that's the thing. We didn't worry about that. Thing was, everything was a lot cheaper, but nobody had any money. That was just how it was.
But now, like, money-wise, like, it's hard to get. Once you get money, it's gone. Like, everything's gone.
It don't go nowhere. Money doesn't go anywhere. That's what
it goes
doesn't
to
buy
bills.
anything.
Yeah, you pay bills, and then you have nothing left over, so you can't do anything.
But that's what I'm saying. See, money doesn't buy anything anymore. I saw the times when I would go to school, even in high school, you could buy a drink for a quarter. Buy a 12-ounce canned drink for a quarter. Somebody else have a quarter to buy a couple packs of crackers, and a pack of crackers for 10, 15 cents. We'd split the crackers and the Coke, and eat the crackers and the Coke.
Canned drinks are cheaper than bottle drinks. Like, bottle drinks are like $3 at a vending machine. Like, if you found a canned drink vending machine, which is very rare now, but if you find one, they're like $1.75 for a canned soda, and then for a bottle soda, it's like $2.99 or $3 almost.
It's crazy.
But even going to a restaurant is $3 for a soda or tea or whatever. Like, nothing's under $2.
That's true. It's crazy. The drinks.
Maybe Tic Tacs.
When I was coming along, we didn't have canned drinks. They didn't have canned drinks.
We had them old glass bottles.
We didn't. Yeah, we had the glass bottle Coca-Colas and Pepsi Colas.
I think those taste better.
RC Colas, knee highs.
What's a knee high?
Most of them was orange knee highs.
What the heck is that?
That was the brand name of the orange soda. It was a knee high.
I don't like orange soda.
But
they're called knee highs?
That was the brand name of it. It was a knee high orange soda.
That's stupid.
But we'd go walk down the road picking up bottles.
You'd probably get money if you took them to the recycling bin.
We would take them to the gas station.
The gas station?
Yep, and they would give you money for the bottles because the bottles were returnable, and they would take them back and wash them up and put more drinks in them.
People used to collect aluminum cans, and they'd make money off of them when they took them to wherever. Or when Fox's was still here, the bar or whatever, he would keep all the tabs from the beer that you drank, because that was how he kept track of how many beers or whatever that you drank. But I don't know if those make money anymore.
Back when I was in my early 20s, we would pick up cans and we bagged them up. Me and my ex-brother-in-law, we would bag up all these cans and we'd smash them. We'd run over them, we'd lay them out on the ground, run them with the truck, smash them, and then put them in a bag. And I'm going to tell you the truth, it wasn't worth it. Because when you sell, a big giant garbage bag full of aluminum cans, and got like $1.50 off of it, I said, there ain't no more picking up cans for clay.
Mom's got one of them can squisher thingies in her garage.
Yep, that's for recycling cans. You smash them, throw them in the can, and then recycle them. And then we got for cans now for recycling anything. Put them up there to go to the burn center or whatever. Would have the big trailers to take the cans. I said, I ain't trying to sell no cans. It's the craziest thing in the world. But,
well, nothing makes money unless you can find old copper.
Copper, you can still get decent money out of copper. And I get copper from time to time. When we tear out a bathroom or
copper pipes?
Yeah, and we have to replumb this house. just new pecs and all. We'll take and I'll get the copper and I'll take it and sell it and get a little bit of money for it.
Used to make money selling plants. I bought a plant online for $50. Okay, it's like this rare plant, and it was maybe this big when it came to me, like teeny tiny, and I bought it for $50 and turned around and sold it for $150.
Hey, anything that you make a dollar out of, there's nothing wrong with that.
I made well, I wouldn't really say I made $150 off it because I spent $50, so I wouldn't say I made $100 off of it because I had to pay for shipping to ship it out. But even shipping was only $10, so I did make a profit off of it. But it was a little teeny tiny plant. It was like this big. Plant. If I could sell these terrariums, I'd make money off of them.
What?
That terrarium, these things. It's a piece of it's a piece of driftwood with a blown glass on it, and it has plants in it and a grow light on it, and you don't have to mess with it. It just stays like that, and it creates its own little ecosystem in there. If I could sell it with the plants in it, I could probably make a profit off of it, or I could sell it without the plants in it and still make money on it.
Why you want to sell it?
Why do I need them? I don't know. They're pretty. This one's got like a molded plant. I gotta get it out of there.
Mm.
That one looks awful too. It's got yellow leaves with black spots on it. I didn't even take it off or cut it and then replant it in there. They all have roots on them.
Oh well.
But that's a good way to make money. Plants.
Well, like I said, it's a lot different now than what it was back then. I know. Because I remember a $20 bill used to be almost like a check. If you had a $20 bill, you had some.
Our money looks like Monopoly money.
Well, it might look like Monopoly money, but
it does.
Granted, it's not.
Have you seen Canadian money? It
Nope.
looks more like Monopoly money than anything. It's almost see-through, and it has the little Canadian leaf on it or whatever, but it's almost see-through. Like that one what was that Monopoly that we have, that millennial Monopoly? It was in a silver box. I think it's like the 2000s Monopoly or something like that. It came out in the year 2000. And it had see-through plastic money.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's what Canadian money looks like.
Really?
Swear to God. Yeah.
Canadian money dealt with no Canadian money. Don't care to.
I saw it because I worked at a bank, and I have to. When you work at a bank, a lot of people will give you money because they want to order foreign currency, and when they order it, it comes in so they can pick it up, so they don't have to like do the exchange like at an airport or something. You can do it at the bank.
Okay.
Like a lot of people buy euros and pesos and stuff like that.
Well, I need to exchange some money. I got some there.
You can't exchange coins.
Hmm?
You can't exchange coins.
Really?
You can exchange coins at the airport. You can't exchange coins at the bank.
Oh, I ain't going to the bank. I go to one of those
if it's
currency
foreign
exchange places.
Well, yeah, if it's foreign currency, you have to because the bank won't accept it. Is that a dog?
Probably. I let Ash out a while ago.
It might be Phoenix.
I don't know. But that's just the way it is this day and time. I know I bought a soda the other day, and I think it was like $2.69 for their 20-ounce bottle soda.
The big ones are $3.69. If you're lucky, you might get one that's a two for deal.
I remember seeing the little Coca-Colas, the little short Coca-Colas, cost a nickel.
Which ones?
The little short Coca-Colas. They were real short.
Like a bottle?
Like a 7-ounce bottle.
A glass bottle one?
Glass bottle.
They sell them. at some of the gas stations you can
Yeah,
still
they was
find
a
them.
nickel. Used to be
A
a nickel.
nickel. The
A
two
nickel.
there's those the glass bottle Cokes are more expensive than the regular Cokes.
Well, that's why I'm telling you.
I
Back
like
in the day, they weren't.
the Mexican restaurant in town has Mexican soda.
I've had that
Mexican Coke, bottled Coke tastes better than our Coke. Or is it? Was it? No, it was Coke. It was Coke. It was Coke.
It might have some real cocaine in it. Who knows?
No, they stopped doing that.
You
They
know
stopped
the
doing that.
You know the original recipe for Coca-Cola
Had cocaine in it.
had cocaine in it. Them drug cartels might be got a hold to the
Because
Coca-Cola
it was an
plant.
upper. They were giving you a Coke so you'd stay up.
It's crazy. Crazy. But yeah, we was talking about the way things were when I come along. It's just like back in the day, if you wanted to talk to a girl or wanted to ask her out on a date or anything like that, we had real dates where you actually take a girl out. You could go to the movies and watch a movie, go out to eat, and
the drive-in movies.
No, we didn't go to drive-in too much. If you went on a date, you go to a regular movie where you sit down and.
We still have a drive-in movie though. The Big Mo is the only drive-in movie theater around here. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
But they used to charge by the car.
Yep.
And now they charge per person. They don't charge by the car anymore. They charge per person. However many people are in the car determines how much it's going to cost. But you don't get one movie. You get, what is it? It's two movies, right?
I think so.
It's two movies. And there's 3 different sections. You have the family section, so it gives you like the little kid movies. I say little kid movies. The last drive-in movie that I saw at the Big Mo was Aladdin and the Lion King. The what is it called? Not the live action ones. Yeah, the live action Aladdin and the live action Lion King. I saw them back to back.
Okay.
And then you have the rated R section where you have the scary movies and stuff.
But yeah, back when we would go to the movie, though, we didn't go to the drive-in. We went to the drive-in as a group. But if you went out on a date, you went to the real theater. Matter of fact, there was a theater in Leesville. There was a theater in Batesburg. You could go in there and give them a quarter and sit in the theater all day long and watch movies all day. For a quarter.
For a quarter?
For a quarter.
Where was the movie theater at?
The one that was in Leesville was right there on the end of Main Street toward the railroad track.
Which Main Street? Wait, there's only one Main Street.
Leesville. And it was on Main Street, Leesville. And it was right there on the corner. I don't know what's there right now, but it was toward the railroad tracks, and it was on the side, right across
where that breakfast place used to be?
Where
the breakfast place? Not Economy, but the other.
Right across the road.
Yeah.
Straight across from Economy.
You remember the breakfast place that was there?
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it.
It had a... They had really good pancakes.
I don't know. I don't remember. Now, there was one in Batesburg that would have been... It's gone now. I mean, it's completely gone. Just the ground's flat. But it was right there behind the First Citizens Bank in Batesburg. That's where it would have been.
Oh. Yeah, there's nothing over there.
Right there. You remember where B&L Sports used to be?
Yeah.
It was on that lot. Would have been right there to the left of B&L Sports. And before that, there was a car dealership where B&L Sports was.
There's car dealerships down the street where the police department is.
Yeah, there was one there too.
There's 2 over there now.
Matter of fact, where Barnes Oil and Propane is, used to be a car dealership.
Really?
Yeah.
Because Les Height had his up there too. Les, what was it?
Yeah, but it was before Les Height. It was Rawls.
But
Rawls Ford.
Rawls Ford.
Rawls. I bought a truck from
the people who have the auto auction, the same Rawls.
It was kin to him. I know Jimmy Rawl out there at the auto auction, but they was his kin people. I don't know exactly how they was kin, but that was some of his.
Les Height had Les Height had his Buy Right Auto Sales, in town across from Wendy's.
Yeah, but
Before Wendy's was even there. But then they moved it.
That wasn't by right when he had it there. That was less height forward.
Well, then he moved it. Then he moved it over here behind the End Market, and then he shut it down. Now it's not there no more.
Right.
What? Well.
Right.
I don't know.
But I bought a truck brand new from Ross. First vehicle I ever bought. It was an F-100 Ford pickup truck.
F-100?
Mm-hmm. F-100, Ford F-150. It was F-100, 3-speed, straight drive on the column. That's where the gear shift was, on the column.
It's on the column?
Yep.
How do you drive a stick like that?
Huh?
How do you drive a stick on the thing?
Nothing to it. That's what I learned to drive. I learned to drive in the hayfield.
I learned how to drive a stick, sort of by you, but mainly in Charlotte, because I bought my first 5-speed when I was in Charlotte, and then I totaled it.
Yeah, I know. So. Hey.
You have to get in an accident once.
I haven't been in an accident.
Is that real one?
Yep, that's real one.
You've never been in one?
Mm-mm.
I said I would never get in one again, but I was stupid and I made a left turn. But I hesitated when I did it too. If I didn't hesitate, I probably would have made it. But because I hesitated, I didn't make it, and then that car hit me.
You messed up.
In 18, I was listening to a truck driver for some reason. He was like, "Go, you're fine." I was good. I couldn't see on the other side of him.
Yeah.
And then I hesitated, and then I went. And if I didn't hesitate, and I would have went when he told me to, I would have made it, and I wouldn't have been in that wreck.
Well, that's what happens.
No. Lesson learned: don't listen to people on the road.
Nope.
Ever.
Nope. It's crazy. But I've been driving like I said, I learned to drive in the hayfield. We was hauling hay. We'd be baling hay for Uncle Roy, or Uncle Johnny, or Rob Rose, one or the other one. And that's how I learned to drive a straight drive truck. Because there wasn't no automatic transmission trucks back then that I know of. I think maybe my granddaddy had automatic transmission, but Daddy didn't have one. It was a straight drive. Shift them gears. And how many times you choked that thing down over the years, I don't know. But it was hard to even reach the pedals because heck, I was young, but you was in the hayfield, so you had to work. And since I was the smallest one at the time, I was driving the truck. Everybody else was grabbing hay and throwing it on the back, stacking it up. Then we'd haul it to the barn and stack it in the barn. Had to get it out the field. Don't let it rain on the hay, because then it molds and mildews and ruins, and cows ain't gonna eat that stuff.
That's why I saw an article not too long ago about this person had to basically, he lost his hayfield because people for prom season parked their vehicles in this field that they weren't allowed to park in, and they parked in it anyway to go to prom, and he ended up losing his hayfield because they parked their cars in it, and I didn't understand why.
They ruined the grass.
Well, I didn't understand why until someone explained it online. I think it was on the TikTok or something, but somebody had explained, like, this is why you don't park in other people's land.
Yeah.
And they all got towed. Like, every single car that was out there, if they didn't go get their cars, they were getting towed because he had called the police.
Well, they're trespassing.
Well, and if it feeds livestock, then he lost all of their food, basically. Like, their hay that he was going to use for livestock. Like, he lost it all. Like, he had to end up getting rid of it.
don't know.
I don't know how they redo that stuff. Like, if it's contaminated at that point, do you cut it or do you burn it and then redo it again? Like, I don't know how that works. I'm not a farmer, so.
Yeah, we know.
I brought a chicken home. That's as close to farming as that will ever be.
Well, we need to start wrapping this thing up for this time. This is, like I said, this is our first podcast. We got on a few topics today, and the next time we'll have a few more things to talk about. Tell you a few stories, but I think we probably about ready to wrap up for this time before we get it. But be sure to look for us. We on the
YouTube and TikTok under Dad and Dana Unfiltered. You'll see our logo. Um, I'm pretty sure it's just Dad and Dana Unfiltered is what the handle is, or Dad Dana Unfiltered. It's one of the two on YouTube and on TikTok.
All right. Well, we're gonna say good evening, good night, good afternoon, whatever, and we say God bless the United States, God bless South Carolina, and God bless you all. We'll see y'all the next time.